Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Sage. Here with me I've got my smaller worm bin, which was started about 2 months ago, and during those 2 months I've only fed this bin 3 times, and on those 3 times I fed with some chicken feed pellets. I also fed with some banana peels. I also added in a frozen peach and some pepper for bedding. And today I've got this sunflower head from my garden. So yesterday night it was so windy that one of my sunflowers broke, and I've decided that I'm going to feed the sunflower head to my smaller worm bin, and the rest of the stem I've chopped it up and I've composted it in one of my compost bins. So today I'm going to do a check-in on this bin, and we'll finish by feeding this sunflower head to the worm. Let's go ahead and remove the covering to this smaller worm bin, which is this bubble wrap paper, which I use to lock in moisture in this bin. I've come to realize that this bin loses moisture at a much faster rate, so I've decided to use that bubble wrap paper to lock in the moisture inside this bin. I believe this is contributed to by the fact that I'm using this egg carton as another covering to the bin, which takes a lot of moisture from the contents of this bin. As you can see, this side is already dry. Here on the middle it's a bit moist, and on this side it's dry again. So I believe that this egg carton is the one that is taking all the moisture from the contents of this bin. So the last time that I fed this bin, I fed with some chicken pellets, and I'm seeing some signs of mold developing in this bin. As you can see, I've got some mold over there, but this is not bad for the worms. Actually, the mold helps to break down stuff in here and help the worms to compost the scraps that I put inside here. So let's go ahead and try to shake off this if we can manage to. So as I highlighted, the mold is not bad for the worms. I'm sure you can see that one of the worms is embedded inside the mold, and I believe it's enjoying itself. Look at it going in further inside the mold. So this is beneficial to the worms. It's not something that I have to worry about. So the mold has attached itself to this egg carton. I think I'm just going to remove the egg carton together with the mold and some of the contents of the bin. Okay, now that I've removed the egg carton, I'm just going to dive in and check in on these materials that are inside here, as well check on the worms to see how they are doing. So as you can see, the worms are alive and they are doing their thing. And the last time I also fed this bin with some cut pieces of some sword bean shells, and this is some of the remnants of those pieces. So the last time that I tried to count the worms inside this smaller worm bin, I remember I had about 100 worms in here. So I'm sure that all the worms are still alive, and they are laying some cocoons inside here. The other thing that I'm noticing inside this bin is the lack of moisture, which I attributed to the egg carton covering, which absorbs a lot of moisture from the contents of this bin. So besides the lack of moisture inside this smaller worm bin, everything else is looking nice. As you can see, the materials are breaking down nicely. The worms are looking good and they are healthy. So without wasting much time, I'm just going to add in the sunflower head as feeding for the worms. So the sunflower head is quite a big portion of feed for the worms, and I believe this is going to last them a long period of time. So I'm going to place it facing upside down like this, since this underside of the sunflower head is quite hard. I want them to gain easy access to the insides of the sunflower head so that they can quickly break it down and turn this into compost. And all these chunks of food that are still remaining, I'm just going to create a space for them here at the corner. And what used to be the egg carton covering, I'm not going to re-employ it as a covering, but I think this is just going to be food for the worms now. They will continue to break this down. As you saw, they were already starting to nibble on the egg carton. So I'm just going to give them a chance to continue to nibble on the pieces of the egg carton and turn this into some worm castings. So this is the new setup for this smaller worm bin, with the sunflower head at the middle and the rest of the chunks of food and bedding surrounding the sunflower head. I think I need to cut this stem here so that I can be able to completely cover this smaller worm bin with my bubble wrap paper without it forming a bulge on the middle, which is going to leave some spaces here that will allow moisture to continue to escape from this bin. I've cut that extra piece of the sunflower head stem, and I'm going to throw it inside the bin with the rest of the sunflower head. So now I've finished everything that I wanted to do with this bin. I've checked in and I've seen that most of the feed that I added last time has all been broken down and consumed, let alone for some pieces of the sword bean shell which I added in as bedding, which are still remaining. So right now I just have to get my bubble wrap and cover this smaller worm bin and leave the worms to do their thing. I believe the sunflower head which I added is going to last them for quite a long time, so they are sorted out. I will just be coming back and doing some check-ins to see how they are doing and how the sunflower head is progressing in this smaller worm bin. So thank you guys for watching. I will definitely see you in another video.